Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brent from Arc of Life, and we're here for part 2 of our Kombucha Kit video. So this is how to make the second stage of fermentation. If you're joining us for the first time and you haven't done the first part, then you want to go back and watch part 1, okay? So this is part 2 of 2 parts. This is our kombucha. This has been sitting here. This is the batch that we made about 10 days ago. It's been sitting here undisturbed. You've been very patient, and now you're ready to do the second stage of fermentation. There is still some sugar left in here, and that's what's going to carbonate things when we put it into our flip top bottle. So what you're going to need for this one is some fresh ginger. If you haven't used fresh ginger before, really you just want to peel it. You don't need much at all. About an inch of one of these stalks is perfect. That's about this much ginger. I don't know if you can see that, but this is how much ginger we want to use, about an inch, okay? What you're going to do is you're just going to sliver it, so it's just going to be in pieces that are maybe a couple centimeters long and just nice and thin, almost like this, the kind of width of like a fettuccine noodle, okay? So what you're going to do is just sliver up a bunch of ginger, and you're going to work to put it into your glass bottle here, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and put in a bunch of our ginger here. Like I said, it's about an inch of ginger. Puts a really nice flavor into the tea. Some people say it's kind of reminiscent of ginger beer. It is a little bit spicy, but not quite as spicy as ginger beer, and definitely not as sweet. But the way that the bacteria ferments things, it almost feels like when you're tasting it, it's got a really good mouthfeel, almost like it is sweet. So again, that's just the bacteria that's done its work for the last 7 to 10 days. And now we're going to bottle this, okay? So just gently remove the microfiber top here, okay? You're just going to set that aside. Shouldn't be dirty or anything. Nothing's really getting in contact with that, so you can just keep reusing that one over and over again, okay? So the SCOBY's going to stay floating on top, and all I'm going to do is just pour this into the jar. You can see it is fermented. It is carbonated a little bit at this point, so it is kind of foaming up a bit. But if you remember from video 1, just how much tea we made, that's what we're going to put exactly into our glass jar, and that's going to leave over just enough to do another batch. So the next batch you're going to start, this is exactly the kit that you ended up with for the first part. So there's about a cup of tea left in the bottom of your mason jar vessel. You're going to boil another 1 liter batch of fresh sugary tea. You're going to add that again to this, cap it up another 10 days, and that part will just keep going like that, okay? So I'm just going to add a little bit more here. Again, you just want sort of that 3-4 inches from the top. And again, you can see it's already fizzing up, so it really it is fizzy at this stage. Some people do like to drink it just naturally like this. It is a little bit sweeter. Again, if you put it into the secondary fermentation, we're going to cap this up nice and tight. It's going to sit for 1 to 3 days for the secondary fermentation. Okay. Again, all of this stuff is detailed out in your instructions here. There's troubleshooting tips as well, so if you're unsure about a few things, there's kind of the frequently asked questions that we've kind of already guessed maybe what you're going to wonder about or ask about. Hopefully we've covered a bit of that information in there as well, okay? The reason we do this again is it's for our patients. This is something we do at home. We've found some health benefits from doing it, and we wanted to share that with our patients and our sense of community. So I hope you enjoyed our video on secondary fermentation of kombucha. You're going to pop this lid on, let it sit for, again, 3 days, 1 to 3 days undisturbed, and then when it's ready, put it in the fridge. It'll stop completely, and it's good in the fridge for at least 6 months, and you can enjoy it as you go along. Hopefully this will last you until your next batch of kombucha that you're making now is going to be ready. Okay? I'm Dr. Brent from Arc of Life, and thank you for joining us.